Hey guys, it's Noelle. In my past Plan With Me videos, I've been showing you how to organize your life on paper. But let's be real, as amazing as it is planning out your goals and keeping track of all your notes, sometimes you just need help organizing your disaster of a backpack. Trust me, I get it. At the beginning of the year, your backpack is clean and crisp and you've got a pencil box in there and all your notebooks have barely been touched. But by the end of week 3, it's an absolute disaster. All your notebooks are a complete mess and you don't know which one was meant for which class. Your earbuds are a knotted mess at the bottom of your bag and all your pencils have completely disappeared. Well, it's time to put these messy backpack woes behind you because I've got a bunch of tips and tricks on how to get rid of all the clutter and make your backpack useful again. Before I get into it, definitely subscribe to 17's YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of my future organizational tips and tricks. All right, let's get into it. So this is my backpack and it is insanely messy. So if the inside of your backpack looks a little like this, here are some great ideas to fix it. So first things first, you have to get the right backpack, which for me means that I've got to ditch this. As much as I love it and it's super cute, it only has 2 pockets, which means that you only have 1 or 2 places to put all your things, and that increases the chance that all your stuff is gonna get jumbled together and become really messy. So here is a super cute backpack that I got from Rumi, and it is exponentially better for organizing your school supplies. It has not only like the big main pocket and the mini pocket, it has like a second mini pocket for you to put all your stuff in, and then when you open it, it has like endless inner pockets that you can use. All right, so let's start organizing. So now that you have the perfect backpack, it's time to separate all of your stuff into categories because that will indicate which pocket each thing should go into. So over here are all my notebooks and books and like stray papers that would go in the main pocket of my backpack, all of the kind of massive stuff. And then here I have kind of like my beauty and hygiene stuff. Then I have my pencils and pens and sticky notes. I have just like miscellaneous stuff here, which is like my earbuds, which were tangled and like at the bottom of the bag and changed. So I've just separated all my stuff into kind of the rough categories. So the third step is to consolidate your school supplies where you can. So I have 3 separate notebooks, 3 different colored folders, and 2 college textbooks. So you might feel like you need a separate notebook and folder for every class, but chances are that's going to become a hassle if you're not a very tidy person, and it's going to become a mess. So my suggestion for you is to consolidate all your notebooks and folders. One option for you would be to get a 4 or 5 subject notebook like this one. This notebook is like a normal notebook, only it has different colored sections for your different subjects so that you know where each subject starts in the notebook. A 5 subject notebook to get rid of all your separate notebooks is definitely a great option. But there is always the possibility that you're gonna run out of pages in one section before you run out of pages in your other classes' sections. And then you would have to get another notebook to supplement that section and carry it around with your 1 subject notebook, and it just becomes more of a hassle. So another option, if you want to avoid running out of pages in a 5 subject notebook, is to get a customizable notebook system like the ARC system by Staples. This is great because you never have to worry about running out of pages in a section, and it's super customizable. You can add separators and make it 4 subject or 5 subject or 6 subject depending on what you need for the school year. I have 3 notebooks for my 3 courses. Let's say it's like English, math, and science. So if I want to set up my ARC to get rid of these, I got these little divider inserts that will let me kind of turn it into a 3 subject notebook. After you put in your dividers, just make a label for each section. So what's great about this is that when you run out of pages in a particular section, you can always just run out and get some more. So now you don't need your solo notebooks and you can get rid of those. Next, let's tackle our folders. So I had these 3 folders in my messy backpack. So there are a couple of options to consolidate your folders. Either you can get folders to go into your ARC, which is a good option, but I personally like to keep my papers separate from my notebook. So another option would be to get an expanding file system. You can get one of these nifty things from any drugstore, and what it is like a little accordion of folders. With this, you can separate all your papers and have them in one place at the same time. That way you don't have to like dig in your backpack at the beginning of class and worry about pulling out the right folder for the right class. It's all right in here. So we just went from 3 notebooks and 3 different folders to 1 big notebook and 1 accordion file, which is 4 less things to keep neat in your backpack, which is amazing. Consolidation complete. So now it's time to deal with all of your like miscellaneous kind of small knickknacks that are cluttering up your backpack. So I'm gonna go through all of these things and put them into pouches to keep them safe and organized in my backpack. So let's start with my pens and pencils. You might be tempted to kind of just like find the smallest pocket in your backpack and throw them all in there. But the problem with that is that then the pens can like poke holes in your backpack and the pencil will like mark up the inside of your backpack and it just gets really messy and not good. So to save your backpack the damage, you should get a little pencil case and put all of your pens and pencils inside of that so that your backpack does not get affected. So I've got this really cool pouch thingy with 3 sections in it. It's called a baggie all from Rumi, and I'm going to separate all of my beauty products into the 3 different pockets. I'm gonna put the makeup in the bottom, and then in the 3rd pocket I will put my pads and tampon. So you know that moment where you go to lunch and you buy it and then you get change and you just quickly throw it in whatever pocket is open in your backpack and like dash out of the cafeteria? Well, that creates mess in your backpack. So you should get a change purse like this. It says treat yourself, and put your change in it so that that doesn't happen anymore. Earphones are the most frustrating thing because you probably spend more time trying to unknot them than you do actually listening to music in between classes or on your way home. So what I got is a cord taco. This little like genius magical contraption is going to keep your earphones from tangling up. This is also from Rumi. So this little cord taco contraption will make it so that your cord doesn't get all messy and tied up in a knot the next time that you want to listen to some music. So the rest of this stuff is actually stuff that I don't feel like needs to go in a pouch, because like your keys, you don't want to have to dig into a pocket and then another pocket and to get into your house. So the final step in organizing your backpack is to actually pack your bag. And the key to making everything fit and stay organized is to organize your stuff in your backpack from the biggest item to the smallest item, from the back of your backpack to the front. That way you're conserving space and making more space for all your stuff. First, I put my file accordion with all my papers in it because that's the tallest item. And then I put in my ARC notebook because that's the second tallest. Then I put in my 2 textbooks. That really does it for what I want to put in the main pocket. Since my beauty products and my hygiene products, I don't need easy access to those, so I'll just put those in one of the flaps that's on the inside of the main pocket. And then I'm gonna put my umbrella in one of the pouches on the side of my backpack. Then I'm gonna move on to the medium-sized pocket on my backpack. I'm gonna put my pens and pencil pouch into that pocket, and also my sticky notes, because this pocket has a little bit easier access than the main pocket. So then we move on to the tiniest pocket, and in that one, since it's the easiest access, I'm gonna put my earphones, because I might have to get to them like in between every class, my keys, and my change purse. So now that your backpack is all organized and packed, you actually have a lot more room to fit more stuff without it becoming a disaster zone. So with that said, a very important part of your day is drinking a lot of water. So why not carry a water bottle in your other mini pouch on the side of your backpack? I have more room in my main pouch, so I'm gonna put in my agenda. I'll put my extra markers in my pencil case and put that back into the middle pocket. And then I'll carry around some extra tabs for my ARC notebook in there too. That's it. I hope these organization tips will help you keep your backpack clean this year. And make sure to subscribe to 17 so that you can get all my future organizational tips and tricks. All right, bye guys.